In just 5 weeks, California Republicans will decide on a Senate candidate to go up against Senator Barbara Boxer. It's a race that's far from locked up for either of the three contenders, Carly Fiorina, Tom Campbell, and Assemblyman Chuck DeVore. And tonight they faced off here in the Southland for a crucial debate. KCAL9 political reporter Dave Bryan joins us live now from the Museum of Tolerance in West LA with more on their final showdown. Dave.
Well, Sylvia Lena, the Museum of Tolerance is where this debate took place tonight. This is a campaign you may remember we talked about last night that's been kind of the invisible campaign, overshadowed to many extents by the governor's race. And tonight the campaign kind of came out of the shadows with a three-way debate here at the Museum of Tolerance. In a campaign where the three major candidates went their own way for several months, this was the first face-to-face debate in the California Republican Senate primary, featuring some testy exchanges on the volatile issue of amnesty for illegal immigrants, including this between former Hewlett-Packard CEO Carly Fiorina and Orange County Assemblyman Chuck DeVore.
I do not believe in amnesty. And
Neither
I think maybe,
do I, Chuck, as you know.
Well, I think we've just had some news made here tonight, so perhaps now both of us are now all of us are now firmly on record against amnesty.
I do think that extreme rhetoric on both sides of this debate is not helpful. So when Mr. DeVore is quoted this morning in the LA Times as saying that if you see a group of men standing outside the Home Depot looking for work and they are speaking Spanish, then they should be asked for their papers. That is not helpful.
During much of the campaign, former Hewlett-Packard CEO Carly Fiorina has been dogged with questions about how the company responded to sanctions against Iran. It was former Orange County Assemblyman Chuck DeVore who raised the charges, and again during this debate they came up.
About sanctions. They don't often work because business leaders like Carly Fiorina, when she headed Hewlett-Packard, circumvented them using an offshore entity called Reddington Gulf. She exported hundreds of millions of dollars of high-tech equipment to the Islamic Republic of Iran. That's why we have to use force.
The charge that he leveled against me and Iran, as he well knows, is false. But now he is accusing tens of thousands of employees of Hewlett-Packard that they are disobeying the law as well. And that goes beyond the pale. Chuck DeVore knows very well that Hewlett-Packard always followed the law.
It was former Congressman Tom Campbell who was on the hot seat when the question arose about whether people on the no-fly list should be allowed to buy guns. Campbell said no.
That is not an infringement on anybody's Second Amendment rights, and it seems somewhat unusual to take that position, except perhaps in a Republican primary.
So a bureaucrat or an intelligence officer can abridge your rights without a trial. That's very interesting.
During the duration of being on the...
I know people who have been on the no-fly list. As we know, the no-fly list has been, unfortunately, way too large.
Before the debate, Carly Fiorina won a major endorsement from former Republican vice presidential candidate and Alaska Governor Sarah Palin. It was a blow to Chuck DeVore, who's been a favorite of the Tea Party activists.
Sarah Palin is a beloved and respected political figure, particularly for conservatives.
Well, it's hard to tell exactly how much the Palin endorsement will help Carly Fiorina, but as I indicated in the report, it will certainly hurt Chuck DeVore, who has been a favorite of the Tea Party activists, and of course he certainly was hoping to get that kind of endorsement. We're live at the Museum of Tolerance in West LA. Dave Bryan, KCAL9 News.